In this episode, I am going to teach you how to make mock Dubai chocolate. And I know that is something very popular right now, the Dubai chocolate. And I got some for my kids, but they're picky eaters. They did not like the filling of the chocolate that you can buy at the store. So I am going to attempt to make a version of it with some simple ingredients. I tried to use as little as possible of natural ingredients. I tried to avoid preservatives and artificial colors and artificial flavors. And actually for this recipe, I am actually going to just use a natural sweetener, dates. I love dates. And let's see how this turns out. I am hoping to just use pistachio, some pitted dates for sweet flavor, coconut strips to give it a little bulkage and make it more flavorful as well. And if it is too dry, too powdery, I am going to include maybe some virgin coconut oil. Is organic. And by the way, these are all ingredients I had in my pantry, as you can tell. These bags are not brand new. They have been used, except the pistachios. Those are new. And if I cannot get the desired sweetness out of the pitted dates, I'm actually going to add a little bit of maple syrup. But these are my emergency workers, the maple syrup and the coconut oil. I am hoping that out of these three ingredients, I can come up with something pretty tasty that my kids would actually eat. And then I am going to cover the pistachio base with some chocolate chips. And I will melt the chocolate chips with some oil, some vegetable oil. All right, let's see if this works. I'm just going to blend everything in my blender. I'm going to start just with the pistachios. So this is what it looks like after I blended the pistachios in low speed. It actually worked a lot better than I anticipated. The next ingredient that I am going to add is the coconut flakes. They actually broke up the pistachios. They blended pretty easily. It wasn't difficult for them to blend at all. And I think I have so little flakes here that I'm just gonna use the whole thing. And by the way, I believe I picked up the coconut flakes as well as the pitted dates in TJ Maxx. And no, TJ Maxx is not paying me any type of promotion for mentioning their names here. All right, let's see what this looks like after it is blended. This is what it looks like after blending the coconut strips. Now I'm going to add the pitted dates. It is a substantial amount of pistachio with the coconut. It looks like it's about 28 ounces or so. I'm wondering if I'm going to use maybe 10 pitted dates. And we'll see how it tastes after that. I ended up separating the pistachio kernels with the coconut strips, the mixture. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with what it looks like. I tried to add the dates, but it was just not mixing. So, I think what I'm gonna do, what I ended up doing is when I tried to break just the dates on their own, they didn't really break. So I added half of the mixture back into the mixer. It helped, but I'm almost thinking that it's too dry. So I am going to use some coconut oil to moist the mixture and see if that will do the trick. So I'm going to use about 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. See how that works. So after adding some coconut oil, I only added about 2 tablespoons. This is what it looks like. I like the consistency of this. It is, yes, it is still grainy, but it is soft and moist. And I think I can make some little, maybe 1-inch balls that I am going to put in the fridge to harden as I melt the chocolate. It is definitely grainy, but I did try it and I think that it tastes pretty good. Remember, this is really to your taste, so you can try on the, that is really good. You can try on the mixture, and if you prefer it a little more sweeter, like I said, you can add maple syrup or you can add more dates. I ended up using about 12 of them. But I think for this mock Dubai chocolate treat, I am going to just use 4 ingredients. And those ingredients, I think they're going to be pretty good for my family. The flavor is actually really, really yummy. My kids love pistachios quite a bit. They I think my mom introduced them to them, so I know that they're gonna like it. Some people that does not like pistachios, they might be able to do something similar, maybe with peanuts, possibly with almonds. All right, I'm gonna keep working on this, and I will come back once these are nice and cool and I have melted the chocolate chips. So I just finished melting some chocolate chips, and this sauce is pretty simple. I put in a little bit of coconut oil in the stove and the bag of chocolate chips, and this is what it looks like, the end result. So what I'm gonna do is just drizzle above the chocolates. I know some people will actually dip the nugget, if you will, that is supposed to be part of the chocolate, the inside of the chocolate, into the chocolate sauce, but I am afraid that these are so fragile that I don't want to take that risk. I'd rather just pour in some in each of them. All in all, I am quite happy with how they turned out. The taste is excellent, and I think is a very versatile recipe. Something that, like I said, just try it in before you dip in the chocolate. See if you like the ratio of sweetness and nuttiness. If you want to bring in more the flavors of the pistachio or even of the pita dates, add a little bit of salt to the mixture. That will definitely bring in the flavors. I don't think I need it for what I'm making right now. I think the flavor is actually right on. So I'm not gonna do that, but there is always that option. If you had chocolate chips, white chocolate chips, or like some sea salt, you can always just add it on top of the little chocolate pieces right here on top of the chocolate, and that would be very tasty and appealing as well. And this is it. This is my imitation Dubai chocolate. It is not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. I know that my kids and my husband are gonna like it, and that's really all it matters. I will be posting the recipe after this video. Enjoy, my friends. Please also see my other videos. I have frozen dip banana and some watermelon shaved ice treats for summer. Also, please subscribe so I can continue bringing in this simple, friendly recipes, quick and easy, that you can do at home. Enjoy. See the pistachios right there? Let's see how they taste. They're good.